Okay, so yesterday, boys and girls, we planted some seeds with my granddaughter Allie, and we're going to be doing some more planting and watching how things grow over the next few days, okay? So let's got to get her hair out of her face. All right, so growing vegetable soup is the name of our story because she planted sunflower seeds yesterday, but she's also growing other things in the garden, and we'll do a video of her whole garden, okay? So you can see what's in there. It'll be fun. All right, growing vegetable soup. Written and illustrated by Lois Ellert. She's one of my favorite authors, by the way. And this is the title page. That's right. Dad says we are going to grow vegetable soup. Ooh, vegetables. That's a good V word. We're going to be doing that in a couple weeks. All right. So we're ready to work. And we have our tools ready too. Look at that. Look at this, their tools. They have a rake, a shovel, and a hoe. We are planting the seeds. So they've got beans, they've got corn, and peas. And some of you guys have some of these different seeds I sent home with you. Green beans. You might have some tomato seeds, maybe. I don't know what Miss Cynthia packed up. But they dig a little hole to put the seed in, and they cover it up with dirt like we did yesterday in the video, okay? And we plant sprouts. Sometimes we do not get the seeds from the store. Sometimes we get things called sprouts. The plants are already grown. So they started them anyway, so then we just plant those into the ground. So he's using a trowel to dig a hole to put in the sprouts because you need a little bit bigger. You can't just stick your finger in the ground to plant seeds. You need a little bit bigger shovel to dig out a little bit more space when you're planting sprouts that are already in containers, okay? So you can see that. Sorry, this light's in your vision there. All right. And we're going to give them some, what does that look like to you, boys and girls? Water. That's right. That's a good W word, by the way. Because the plants need water to grow. They need dirt. And let's see if it also tells us they need. And they need sun. We are waiting for the warm sun to make them grow. So you see the sunshine on top? And all the seeds are planted, and some of them are starting to sprout. You can see tomatoes and broccoli and pepper plants and peas and beans, yum, yum, and carrots. Carrots go under the ground. Next week is our letter U week, so you're going to hear that word a lot next week. And they grow. Look how big they're growing. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you Allie's garden because a lot of her stuff is growing bigger now too. Check it out. Her mommy and her daddy and her all grew the gardens outside. And they're going to grow into plants. These plants need help staying up. They need a net to keep them up, to keep them from laying on the ground. That way the beans and the peas and the things can hang from there. They won't get dirty. And we have squash. That's a squash blossom right there. It's a squash bud. We watch over them and we weed. We have to take out the little itty bitty grass. It looks like grass that grows in between the plants because they take away the water and the nutrients that are in the dirt. That's why the plants need the dirt, is because they get the nutrients out of it. It's like vitamins for you guys. But plants get nutrients from the ground. And there's a hand grubber to dig it up. You can see green beans. And then, until the vegetables are ready to pick for us, wow, look at the vegetables. There's corn. We talked about vegetables when we talked about food a couple weeks ago, right? We have vegetables. We have tomatoes and peppers and corn. And some of the vegetables we have to dig up, like carrots and potatoes, because potatoes and carrots and turnips, too, grow under the ground. Peanuts grow under the ground. And we carry them home. And we wash them. We always wash vegetables that are in the garden because bugs and dirt and things get on them, okay? Sometimes little animals will come up to them and sniff them, and you don't want puppy boogers on your food, do you? So you gotta clean them all off and wash them. And then we cut them, we put them in a pot of water. Whoa, look at how they cut them up into different amounts. They cut this one 2, 3, 4 pieces. That potato, that broccoli is 1, 2, 3. And the bean is cut in half, so there's 2 pieces. And the peppers are all cut in slices. Yum. And then this, let me see what that one is. Oh, that's a tomato. That's cut in a wedge. And the cucumbers cut into slices, and the carrots are cut into slices too, after they're all washed. Then they go into the big, giant pot, and we cook them into vegetable soup. And mommies and the daddies put them on the stove, and they heat them up, and they put spices in them, and sometimes they might put some chicken maybe, or some carne, and you go, I love soup. It's so good, especially on a cold day. The day's a little chilly right now, so it'd be a good day to have soup. At last, it's time to eat it all up. It was the best soup ever, especially because we grew our own vegetables. And guess what? We can grow it again next year. The end. So hopefully you guys planted your seeds that Miss Wille showed you how to plant in the little dirt cookies yesterday. And you could try to plant something else maybe. We're going to come up with some other ideas to send you of things we can plant. All right, boys and girls, love you guys. See you later.